The second half, though, is a bit of a really annoying. It loses its edge, and I can't say like I'm surprised. Most films tend to do that, but this one lost its edge pretty. It started to drag, and and when I say that, I really do mean it. Some of the scenes just became painfully annoying to watch. There was a lot of dialogue scenes there was a lot of dialogue, some ridiculous idea of like repopulating the whole thing, the whole country. I'll get to that in a minute. And it did bring along a few annoying characters. Though it had a pretty badass climax, but a bit of a really kind of a disappointing ending for me. Yeah, what I meant by like this, just a second ago I said something like what was it, like a stupid like plan to repopulate the country. Okay, the thing is like they run into these soldiers. Well, after like the death of Brendan Gleeson's character, they are found by a bunch of soldiers, and then they bring them to their armored compound, which is like some gentleman's club that I think they just like salvaged. And these soldiers, they apparently like they managed to trap one of their own men who's become infected. Seems a bit, guess where that goes. But anyway, they also have like a plan. Since the main characters have two female characters with them, they have the plan. They wanted to like they were convinced that they could repopulate the whole country by just like having sex with the girls. Okay, there's a bit of a problem there. I don't blame Danny Boyle for this, but I think I have to blame the writer. He did a good job, and then he went into bizarro, contrived city. But anyway, what I'm saying, the problem is, you people are concerned about repopulating the Earth, which you don't even know if the rest of the planet is infected. But that's not the really that's not the odd part, that's not the really silly part of it. They've already come to this conclusion after a month. Isn't that a bit, well, it's a bit, I think it would take more than that just to come to that one decision. That's a bit forced when you really think about it, isn't it? I mean, it's only been a month and you're already considering the world's fucked, we're gonna try and rebuild it by raping some girls. God almighty. And not only that, not only is it the problem with like the silly idea that these soldiers have, but the soldiers are complete twats. They act like chavs, and they throw around the girls like ragdolls, and they're like the most immature people ever. But then again, I guess that's what a soldier is mostly like. But it was a bit. But then again, some British soldiers they are pretty well. What's the word? I can't think of anything. But they were acting like teenagers instead of just soldiers. It's a bit of a curveball, and a pretty bad one at that. And that was like the film's weakness. The second half, it introduced these soldiers who were annoying, as well as making you want to kill them, making you actually want to sympathize with the infected this time, which led to a pretty awesome climax and pretty dark but still awesome climax. And the ending isn't anything special, but then again, it's a UK's. I don't know what to say there, but it's a pretty well made film. It kind of like rebooted the whole like zombie apocalypse trend, and I think it won a few Saturn Awards. I think they're called. I don't know, but this was a bit of a really this feels a bit of a disjointed review, but I pulled through, and I'm happy that I managed to make it through. And I'm glad that I gave a review of 28 Days Later, which I actually do enjoy doing without this use of a script. Yeah, I better get back to doing that. So yeah, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded Deus Ex Human Revolutions. That's because I'm still playing it and I can't be bothered to review it yet, so you'll have to wait until the end of like this horror movie trend. It may like even be cancelled. I should just stop this whole thing about like leading to things. But what I can give you is a review of Alien with Sigourney Weaver, the best actress ever, and next to Meryl Streep. The Thing, the 1982 film, my favorite horror film of all time, and when the prequel of The Thing comes out, I'll review that too. So that would be like 4 horror films for the for October, and see you at the movies.